This is another update video. This is probably one of the biggest updates so far because I actually transferred everything over to the blue bike. So there's one thing I do still have to do. So there's a sticky note right here that says remove throttle grip, remove handlebars, slide on clutch lever, problem solved. Remove 8 links. So the first thing is that I didn't realize the clutch lever, which is right there on the floor, it's kind of a shape like this, and it's supposed to slide over the handlebars. It doesn't open like that to fit over and then clamp down, but you can't actually put it on. So what I'm going to have to do is take this off, loosen it here and take the handlebars out, and then slide the clutch lever on this end, and then thread it around here to this. Because the other option is to either bend it open and maybe break it, or try to take this off, which would be nearly impossible. Let's see, we got the gas tank on, we got the fuel switch. I actually put the fuel line on this time, which goes into here with the intake and the carburetor, and the throttle cable's right here. You can't really see it, you can see it moving there though. We actually have the sprocket on. We have the idler pulley. It's pretty much for tension, so that the chain, because you can see the chain is too long because it's hanging all the way down to here. But if you take out links and it's still too wobbly, you can take this thing, which has a plastic round thing in here, and it makes the chain come up. Because what we want it to do eventually, I'm going to have to move the bike a little bit. Just put the camera down and look at the ceiling. Alright, there we go. See, the chain will be nice and tight up here, and it'll come around to the back. But then instead of being all floppy in here, this will be tensioned up like this, and the chain will come together here, and then these, and then some of the extra links. There's 8 of them that need to be taken out. The 8 links will get taken out so that when it's actually on the bike and it's rolling around, it'll look like this. Because see, then, well, you can't really see, but there is a little bit of clearance in there. And depending on if I put this thing up or down or move it farther this way, there'll be more or less clearance. So you can change that as you go, because the chain will stretch out some as you use it. The other thing is the throttle cable, or not the throttle cable, the clutch cable that attaches here to this, because this thing is what engages and disengages the sprocket here. It's going to go through this. There's a hole in the one end of this thing, and then it comes out there, and then it'll run like here along the frame, and then up to this handlebar. This derailleur right here that used to go to this sprocket has to be taken off, but the screw is stripped. So I'm going to have to drill it out or get it off with pliers or something. The good thing is that pedal actually clears the side of the engine. It does scrape on the exhaust, but not very much, and the pedal can actually rotate, so that's good. So pretty much we're down to like the technical stuff. Hooking up the cables, attaching the wires. We still have this, which the part with the electrical stuff, that's still in the bag. I haven't taken it out yet. And there's the other bike. It doesn't have a seat on it right now because this is the seat off the white bike. And it's a lot more comfortable because it's got the springs and it's really wide and it's got good padding. And it's really important to have a good seat because you have to sit on it. So obviously you want a good seat. That bike will be getting the seat off of this bike, and I checked the clearance down in there, and there should be room for the back fender, so I should be able to take all the fenders and the cargo thing off of there, put it on here. But my main priority is to get this working. I want this to work. Once this works, then I can worry about the aesthetics, you know, like the visual stuff that's not really necessary for it to run. Because the main reason I want the fenders is because if I'm riding and it's wet, even if it's not actually raining, water is going to splash up off the back tire all over my back. And that's not good, especially if I'm riding to work. I don't want to get to work with like a line of dirty water up my back. So that's what the fenders are for. And the cargo thing, what I'm thinking of doing, which would be cool, to up its capacity, is to hang some kind of bags off of here down, like some kind of cargo bag or like even a case or something, because I want to be able to, one thing I want to do is be able to extend the range of the bike, because it's a half-gallon tank and it's supposed to get 150 miles a gallon, so you should be able to go 75 miles on a tank. But if I want to go on a really long trip or something, where I just don't want to have to worry about running out of gas, I want to be able to carry like a measuring device and some gas and some of the two-stroke oil with me, so that I can make more of the mixture and pour it into the tank without going to a gas station, putting gas in a container, going to a store and buying more oil, and then mixing it and then putting it in. I'd like to just be able to do it wherever I wanted. So that way, plus, if I have bags on here or cases or whatever, I'd be able to carry more stuff. So I'd be able to, carry stuff on there and carry stuff off the sides. And because of these bars here and the frame, it wouldn't let it go into the chain or anything. So it'd be safe. So I guess that's it for right now. Hopefully the next video will either be the bike at least completely put together, or even maybe running, because the chain is going to be the biggest thing, because like I've said before, I don't think that I can do it myself. I think I'm going to have to take it somewhere, because even if I could do it myself, I know my one friend, for his normal bike, he bought a new chain. It was even a Schwinn chain, and he used the tool that came with it to shorten the chain because it was too long, and the chain snapped going up a hill in first gear, and it wasn't even a really steep hill. And then I think he bought a chain before that one, and that one snapped too, so he broke 2 chains within like a month. And then he blew a tire, replaced it with an inner tube from Schwinn, and then that inner tube blew while we were riding on a trail, like 3 or 4 days after he got it. So the bottom line is, I don't know, maybe don't buy Schwinn repair or replacement parts because they don't work. I don't know. Maybe he just had some bad luck and got some defective stuff. But, of course, it could have been user error, especially with the chains, which is why I want someone else that knows what they're doing to do the chain thing, because if that chain snaps at like 20 miles an hour, and even with the chain guard on, if it like finds a way to like fly up at me, it's probably not gonna feel too good. Alright, so I gotta stop this video because it's over 10 minutes.